All right. Oh, gosh. Can you hear me? Making sure this thing is on. Yo, check. 1, 2. Are we recording? I'm cancerous. Can you guys hear me? Not enough snare in my headphones. Weed, it gives me need to be the most meanest MC on this earth, and since birth I've been cursed with this curse to just curse. Okay, cool. All right, let me go ahead and start it up. We can turn this down a little bit. All right, guys. Okay, got a few things to talk about. I'm gonna try my best not to be on here super long, but I do want to at least go over about 6 topics. Okay, can we get to 6? You guys ask any questions that you want in the chat. Maybe some things that come up and it'll be interesting to talk about. But yeah, so a couple things. Well, 3 things in particular that come to mind. Number 1, the schedule. We got to go over the schedule. It's interesting to say the least. Number 2, we have to look at Wemby because it looks like your boy is bulking up quite a bit. All right. And there's been some discourse around that. And then number 3, there's a new clip of him shooting around, which we're gonna react to it live. I'm trying to think if there's anything else though. I feel like I've had some things written down, but I'm not quite sure. I don't see them in my notes, but I thought it was more topics than this. And I wanted to hit 6 topics too because I'm gonna be gone this weekend. So I did want some stuff to post over the weekend. So we'll see. We have the #1 hardest schedule in the NBA. Okay, is that actually true? NBA. Oh. That is true. Oh my. Why does it say 80? I thought is there not 82 games in a season? This says 80. It says games left 80? I thought there were 82 games in the NBA season. Am I tripping? Yeah, I thought it was 82. Why does it say 80? I don't know. Pretty rough. Pretty rough. Wolf. Which championship was your favorite? Mine is either 2003 or 2005. 2014. It was just such a long period before winning one. And then the point where I was in my life, it was just like really exciting. Like, I don't know. It was just really cool. I would say 2014 was the best because it also, I mean, let's be honest, it also kind of felt like that was the last one that we were going to see a while. Like we knew that we were good enough, and when we got LA, it's like, yeah, we're jam packed and everything, but I think a lot of Spurs fans knew that might have been the one. It was special. Because of climate change, it's now 80 games. Big shot, Rob. The other two that are missing are the 2 games in Vegas if you make it to the championship game for a season tournament, from what I heard. Oh, so is it actually 80 games now throughout the season? Okay, listen, we got to talk about this, all right? So just first and foremost, shout out to Aaliyah for bringing this up. But yeah, so San Antonio Spurs have the hardest schedule in the NBA, apparently, allegedly. Portland is 2, Houston is 3, Kings 4, which I really hate that for the Kings. Okay, for us, I mean, a lot of Spurs fans will say, "Hey, man, hey, it's time for us to compete." We're not going to be competing for anything for a period of time. Okay, probably a short period of time, but a period of time, nonetheless. But Sacramento Kings actually are going to be competing pretty tough. So it kind of sucks that they have the 4th hardest schedule. That's tough for them, man. They deserve better than that. Golden State got a lesser. I wonder how that even happens. I'm sure it's just at random, right? I don't know. I don't know how the schedule works. I don't know how they come up with it. I don't know. Now, before we get into that, let me just bring this up really quick. Clanthemerchfan.com. All right, chat. If you guys want to support, link is in the description. You can get yourself some merch. I'm actually going to work on some tonight. Actually, I got quite a few, and I need to send those off. So I have another batch that I'm going to be working on tonight. So if you ordered and you didn't get any tracking number in the past like week or two, you should be getting it pretty soon, at least by this weekend. If not this weekend, super early next week. All right, let's see. All right, so we have the hardest schedule, obviously, but just take a look at what the schedule actually looks like. So first and foremost, we already knew that we were playing Dallas game 1. I think we all knew that. Didn't they announce that a while ago? Oh, I'm gonna get into that in a minute, Ruru. But then we have Houston, which that should be a pretty easy one. I'm actually shocked that tickets as low as $32. What the heck? I'll tell you guys which one I'm going to, but I'll tell you that in a minute. Clippers, that's going to be a tough one. 2 Phoenix games. Toronto, I'm not sure, depending on what Toronto does in the remainder of this offseason. I'm not 100% sure how tough that one's going to be. Indiana, it's probably wouldn't be too bad, but it's definitely going to be a little difficult. New York, they're not a terrible team. They're okay. Minnesota, that should be the easier one from the beginning of the season up until November 10th. This is rough. Like, it's starting off rough. I mean, I would not be surprised if the Spurs start off like 0 for 5. Right? Like this is going to be tough. This is what I'm talking about, though. Like, even though this is a really tough schedule, and I'll bring up obviously the elephant in the room, the good elephant in the room, but like, this is good for us, by the way. I didn't want this to be an easy schedule. We need it to be a tough schedule because we're not done yet. We got to keep building. We're making up for lost time with freaking Primo, what he did. Like, that ended up being a wasted pick. I mean, hindsight, I don't blame the San Antonio Spurs for any of it, right? But yeah, it ended up being a wasted pick, unfortunately. It was a good pick, but it ended up being wasted because of what he did. So we're still making up for that, and we need that combo guard, or we need some type of star caliber player that can go next to Wemby. And unfortunately, actually, let's see if I can find it really quick. Spurs upcoming draft picks. We have a bunch of first round picks in this upcoming draft, but I think ours is going to be the most valuable, unfortunately. Let's see. Here it is. Yep. So as you can see here, the Spurs, they got their own, and then we have Charlotte, and we have Toronto's. Toronto's protected 1 through 6, so we might get lucky with that one. If we get a 7, that's pretty decent. And Charlotte's 1 through 14. Now, the reason why 3 first-round picks in 2024 isn't as impressive as if you had 3 first-round picks in this draft is because this is not a very deep draft. From what I've looked into, basically the top 6 players are the ones that are going to be really good, and then everything else is just like they're serviceable. So that makes me a little nervous because outside of the lottery, you're not going to have that depth. So I really want the Spurs to be able to keep their own first round pick. And I mean, you're going to keep your first round pick, but you get what I'm saying. Like, I want us to be able to have a top lottery pick, and we need a tough schedule for that to happen. And we're already a young team. We're going to lose quite a few games anyway. That's what I'm assuming. But this is going to be a super fun season. Like, I'm not trying to, damper the mood at all. It's going to be a super fun season. I just think that we definitely need our pick. We need that. We need a top pick just to help us out. And 2024, look, you got to pick somebody. And I would hate to not be able to get like the top talent in any draft if we have the capability. But yet and still, once 2025 hits, that's the one that we really going to be taking a look at, because I have no idea what's going to go on with Atlanta, because it doesn't seem like they're going towards rebuilding anytime soon. Makes me a little nervous because I don't want them to be mediocre. I want them to be really bad so we can take that 2025. But even Atlanta knows, hey, we gave away quite a few picks to San Antonio. There's no need to go into rebuild mode. What's the point? Like, we would have to trade off probably Trae Young, and then we'll get our picks, and it's tough. It's rough for them. So yeah, I'm banking on the San Antonio Spurs own pick this upcoming 2024. So don't get too discouraged about this season. Oh wait, I just lost it. Here it is. So some standouts here. I think Dallas is going to be a really fun game. The 2 in Phoenix, I don't know if we're going to have that much fun with that one. We'll see. I expect Phoenix to stomp on us. Oh my gosh. Look at the prices. Dude, this monopoly over tickets is absolutely insane. But I think this directs you to Vivid. Doesn't it direct you to Vivid? Yes, yeah, Vivid seats. Okay. Gosh, dude. How are tickets starting at $258 with the Phoenix Suns? I mean, I know Wemby's exciting and all. I guess because it's a televised game? Are all Phoenix games this expensive? This is insane. $258, dude. Freaking Miami. Well, this is at San Antonio. This ain't at Miami, but I was going to say Miami starts at 47. How do you start at 300? This is like a playoff game. I mean, even playoff games oftentimes don't start at $300. Yeah, it's because it's on big networks. But that's what I'm saying. Even playoff games. I went to a Grizzlies playoff game against the Spurs. I didn't pay no $300 per ticket. Are you kidding me? It was like 100 and something, I think, but not 300. plus Wemby is a draw. Is this all the Wemby effect? That's insane. All right, but moving on. Let's see. Let's see some other standouts. Now I'm looking at the prices of these. Yeah, a lot of these aren't even... Dude. Guys. I'm not even going to say anything. Do you see what I see? Hold on. So you can see it. So the chat is it. Look. I know you see what I see. Are you joking? Maybe it's because the sale hasn't like been official, right? Is it like we're in pre-sale? Yeah, what the heck? Exactly. What? 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 That's a scam. Dude, that's insane. Are they serious? Hold on, we gotta click on this. This is absolutely crazy. Okay. It's, why does it say as low as? Because when you go up here, okay, it's a little better. It's 173. That's still crazy price for nosebleeds, guys. That's a crazy price for nosebleed. At this point, I would just be in standing room only. I don't care. Then when I went to the Atlanta Hawks game with my boy and his girl, that's what we did. We just went to standing room. This is still stupid expensive for nosebleeds. I was trying to see if I can get a better look. Here we go. Can I? Okay, I can't. You guys can see it kind of. God, that's stupid. Yeah, at this point, I would just have to use, what's that, Klarna? Yeah, I would just have to do 4 interest-free payments. There's no way, dude. There's no way I'm paying like $1,800 for a ticket. Anyways, all right, moving on. Especially that game. Like, why is that so special? Okay, moving on. Enough of that. Let's see. Some other standouts. So, what do we say? Sorry, guys. I'm just like, my mind's all over the place. All right. Dallas is going to be a fun one. I'm just telling you the ones I'm looking forward to. OKC, obviously, that's going to be fun. And that's not a lot. That's not expensive at all. It's at Oklahoma. Let's see. Sacramento should be a pretty decent one. Memphis is always going to be fun. Watching the Spurs go against Memphis is always going to be fun. And Ja will be back by then, right? Chat, can you tell me what's Ja's suspension? How many games does he have? Is he suspended? Now, who is paying $1,800 to watch the Bulls? $1,800 is insane, dude. So basically $2,000. 25 games? It's 25? I think it's 30. Okay. Because I want to actually, like, see Ja. All right, let's see. Another one I want to see is Atlanta. That's just because of DJ. I don't really have a lot of malice towards DJ anymore. I just, whatever. Golden State. I don't know. I don't really care about going against Golden State. Lakers. Spurs fans kind of have a fixation on beating the Lakers. I never really cared about beating the Lakers. The last time I cared about beating the Lakers was like 2010. Like I do not care about the Lakers. Moving on. Let's see. Another Dallas one's going to be fun. At Dallas, ticket as low as $262. My goodness. Let's see. Memphis. This is the one I want to go to. This January 2nd. Because Ja will be back by then. Wait, will he? Do I need to do a count? Yeah, he'll be back. Yeah, he'll be back. I do want to see Milwaukee. I think another Atlanta one. That should be fun. Dallas. Are there any that you guys are looking forward to? They keep trying to make Spurs versus Warriors a thing. Oh, because of the tournament, the whole tournament thing. Yeah. Let's see. Because we play them in the tournament, right? I know I'm not crazy. And then we play Warriors twice again. All right. Okay. But anyways, look, I'm just babbling at this point. What really stands out is this right here. As you can see, there's a lot of televised games. We went from like 4, am I right? To how many? Is it 13 now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Some people wouldn't count NBA TV, but I count it. So yeah, 19. So that's basically about 15%. Am I right? About 15% of our games will be on TV. Actually, out of curiosity, how about we look at some other teams and see how many televised games they have. So let's go with Golden State. Because people care about Golden State, right? Oh my God. It's like every other night for them. And we don't have any ABC games. Okay, I won't even count that. Let's see who else. Who else could we compare ourselves to? Let's compare ourselves to Dallas Mavericks. People like Luka. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17. All right, so they got 28. 28 to our 19. That is not bad. That we're already catching up to them. That is not bad. Chet versus Wemby going to be crazy. I have a controversial take. It's not that controversial. Chet isn't touching Wemby. I really do like Chet Holmgren as a player. I think he's going to be a very good player in the NBA, maybe all-star level player. But this whole thing with Chet versus Wemby, I just don't think Chet is going to touch Wemby. I wouldn't be surprised if Wemby absolutely annihilates him. He's done it before. But that's my take. I don't think there's one thing Chet does as good as Wemby. You said no? I really don't think. I don't think there's one thing he does better than Wemby. Seriously. Like what does Chet do better than Wemby? Can you name one thing? But I mean, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. But I don't think, I think people blowing it up just a little bit, but we'll see. But no disrespect to Oklahoma, because they do have like a really good foundation. Let's see how many they get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so we're beating them by 6. Not bad. This is gonna be interesting. I'm actually really excited for it. And another thing too, I don't know if I brought this up to you guys, but I did write a new Wemby song. It's like Dear Wemby. It's dope. I really like it. I just have to record it, and I'm gonna post it probably after the first game. I mean, I want it to be right after Wemby does something or plays well, and then I'll post it. I think that would be like great timing. That would be like perfect timing. I might do it the night of. But yeah, you got to time these things out. If I did it now, it wouldn't get as much traction. So just keep that in the back of your minds, okay? That I'll be doing that. I'll be posting that pretty soon. Can you check the Rocket schedule? Sure. Let's wait, didn't I just have the Rocket? I didn't have the Rockets up. Let's see. Let's look what Houston Rockets got going. Oh my. Oh, they're us. They're literally us from last year. Wow. They have one of the most difficult schedules. Like us, they're third. Yet no one cares. Hold on, let me bring it back up. No one cares. Wow. Let's see, what are the ones? That's weird. The Pacers? Who wants to watch the Rockets versus Pacers? The Rockets versus the Pistons? The Rockets versus the Sixers? These are, even the games that are televised are ugly. The Rockets versus Dallas, that one's fine. Let me see, which ones do I think should be televised? I think Rockets versus Spurs should be televised. Okay, real talk, I wouldn't care either. How everyone feel about Michael Jordan signing for Cleveland? He did what? Okay, that's a topic for another segment. I don't know. Oh, because the Pistons and Rockets have their siblings on the teams. Oh, wait, really? The twins? The Thompson twins? Oh, that's right. Yeah, he did go to the Pistons. Wow, that's the only reason they they aired. That's crazy. That's so sad. That's so sad. I feel so bad for them. I feel so bad for them. Wow. Wow. Couldn't be us. Couldn't be us. Yeah, Pacers don't make any sense. I don't get that at all. I had no idea. I'm in it. I see. Yeah. So yeah. I know. Wow. That's pretty sad. All right. Well, enough of the schedule. What else you guys want to talk about? I really should tell you guys to leave like topics in the Discord, but it's much quicker for you to just send me it on Twitter or something. I just make a note on my phone. Wemby Nike commercials? What? The only thing on here is from a super long time ago. Wemby signed a $100 million Nike deal? I didn't know it was that many. Or that much money. What? Rockets fan said Timmy wasn't a superstar. What do you expect? Yeah, I don't know about the Pacers. Ben Mathurin plays solid. I really want to beat the Rockets, but they added some decent vets. Nike gonna capitalize on the alien logo too in his gear. We'll see. I don't know. I don't want to be cocky or anything, but it seems like a lot of the bigger companies don't actually make like great merch for players. I had one shirt that was really dope. Like I really loved it. I think I got it in high school. I know I got it in high school. What was it? Spurs Big 3 silhouettes, maybe? It was a shirt. It was really cool. Where is it? I might not be able to find it anymore. Let's see. Let's go to images. No, I can't find anywhere. But it was kind of similar to this. But it was a silhouette of them at the bottom, and it looked really good. What did he say? Wemby dyed his hair? Yes, he did. Wemby did dye his hair. But that's not what I want to talk about. Hold on, let me show you guys. Let me show you something, okay? This is what I saw on Twitter. Let me go to see if I got it. So quite a few people were bringing this up. And I want to know what do you guys think? This is Wemby, okay? You might know him. He plays for the San Antonio Spurs. He's 7'5". He's an absolute monster, and he may end up being the greatest player of all time. We don't know that yet, but he could be. Did he look like he got a little stronger? This is one of those situations, man, where you just cannot tell, because people posted this, but they also brought up. Let me see if I can. Gosh, dude, where is everything? It's like everything just gets lost on Twitter. I need to just start bookmarking things. I don't know why I don't. Wait, what is this? Hold on, I'm starting this over. Give me a second. What is this? Told the world that Russell was his favorite player growing up. Okay, we gotta. What? 20 questions. Where is this from? I don't remember this. This is a whole.
What's up, NBA fans?
What is your favorite basketball game? What is your signature basketball move? Who would you pick as your teammate? What sport are you best at? Describe your basketball game in one. This is so interesting. You know what's interesting to me? What's interesting to me is the fact that this stuff, when these things are posted, like he has different hairstyles. So you know that if he has this was over a month ago. If he has the hair and it's not dyed, then that was like a couple weeks ago. Like you can tell, even though things are posted all over the place, you know when it was recorded now. Who put a basketball in your hands? Okay, we don't care about any of this. All right, we don't care about any of this. I'll go into that one specific thing that I found. Okay, all right, chat. Sorry, I got very sidetracked. That happens often when I live stream. Okay, listen. Everyone has been talking about how Wemby needs to add muscle, right? Everybody and their mama talks about it. People that are genuinely interested in Wemby, people that are genuinely hating on him, people that don't like him, hate the San Antonio Spurs, love him. I don't know. We have many different people that want him to be injured. Every single person brings up that he needs to add strength. And this picture is circling around, and I want to get you guys' opinion on it and see if you actually think that this is him building somewhat like some type of muscle, or is it just people blowing it up? Here it is. This is the image. And if we try to compare, that's what we're going to do. Hold on. Let me try to see if I can find Wemby. We'll just say, I don't know, 2023 French League. I don't know. So let's bring up some stuff. So this would be Wemby during this past season. I'll open this as a new image. All right, that's Wemby. And this is Wemby. That's Wemby. And this is Wemby. So what are we looking at here? I have no idea. I'm seriously asking you guys because I have no idea. Because when we come across images like this, they had just got done working out. Like it's very obvious, right? So your blood's are pumping, your muscles out. I mean, he's a muscular dude anyway. I know he's skinny, but he's a muscular dude. And you look at Keldon, I mean, on the court, yeah, he's muscular or whatever. After the game, he's like freaking jacked. Or you see him right after a workout, it's like, oh my God, like LeBron James level of hugeness. So I don't know. It's like really tough because there is a huge difference if you look at Wemby from like a year ago and now. There's like a gigantic difference, but I don't know if it's been that big of a difference since. I don't know. What do you guys think? Rui said his shoulders look more defined. Okay. That was another thing too. His face looks fuller. Yeah, so let's see. Type in Wemby dyed hair. Everyone's bringing that up too. How his face looks. Here we go. I suppose. I guess his neck looks a little bit. It's one of those really tough situations that you can't really tell because of the camera that Sohan was using. I know he was using selfie mode and then he turned to selfie mode around just to show Wemby. I don't know. Cameras are just so, especially smartphone cameras, are so tough to tell. The haircut makes him stand out more. I think it looks good on him. I mean, but we're not talking about his appearance right now. I mean, I guess we kind of are, but we got to remember his body is still growing and changing. I think men stop at 24. Well, it won't change that significant to the point of 24, I hope. I mean, let's pray he doesn't get any taller. He does not. At this point, I know that I think Draymond Green might have brought this up. I'm not sure. But at one point, like, you get so tall that it becomes a detriment. Me personally, I think right now 7'3" is not necessarily a detriment. It's just pretty amazing that he is that tall. But I do believe if he gets to the point where he's 7'6", 7'7", now it's just like, this is just over. You don't need it. You don't need any of it. The funny thing about Wemby is if he was 4 inches shorter, he would still be potentially a superstar in the league. Like, he's just that good. Giannis' body changed a lot. Yeah, Giannis' body changed a lot for sure. Yeah, his body changed a lot. But Giannis also isn't 7'5". I mean 7'3", but they mean growing into man's frame until at least 24, not height. Oh, okay. Sorry. Then that makes sense. Yeah. I mean, he's definitely gonna look a little bit muscular. I just don't know. It's just been getting around a lot, like people saying, "Oh my God, he's really building muscle." I don't know. Maybe a little bit. I can't really tell. Yeah, we don't want him to grow any taller. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess the neck area looks a little bit more full. I don't know. It's so tough. It's so tough. It's so tough. And to be fair, like he's done weightlifting prior, but I'm sure that they ramped it up just a tad bit now that he's in the NBA. People really be focused on his girth. Exactly. That's not what matters. Randy taught us that in South Park. It's not what matters. He is definitely building muscle. Okay. I mean, any rookie coming into the league should be building some type of strength. I get that. Like I said, I don't want it to be overkill. I don't think it matters as much as some people bring up. But I do need him to build some strength just for his rebounding. That's his biggest flaw. Like when people try to see like what's his flaw, everyone usually points towards his height. Like, oh, he's so tall he can get injured. I don't care about any of that. I think the biggest flaw of his game is the fact that his rebounding is so rough, you know. It's just he doesn't hold on to the ball tight enough once he gets rebounds, and we're probably going to see that quite a bit early on. I'm sure Spurs fans gonna get a little frustrated with that, but everything else he's great. Like great passer, can create his own shot. Got to get a little bit more consistent with the threes, but new NBA rules, he should be fine. Defense is elite already. So everything else he's fine. It's just the rebounding and holding on to the ball is the one thing that scares me, and that would be strength. But hey, if anyone knows more like basketball knowledge than me, and you're like, no, that's not all strength, it's more so other things, you can let me know. I'll take your word for it. It's just in my opinion right now, as it stands, it seems like it's a strength issue with the rebounding. Let's see. Yeah, on second glance, vein popping out, definitely got a pump. That's what I'm saying. I just think that this is right after a workout. That's why, you know, everyone looks big right after workout. Let me see if I can find, because they did the same thing with City. Let's see, City Soko. Everyone's like, oh my God, City Soko got so big. Let's see if I can find it. Let's go to media. This is him having fun on the court with a. Yeah, you can't actually do that in a game, my boy. Let me see. Yeah, I don't know where the image went. Sorry, guys. Let's see if I type in Wembanyama. We're definitely gonna be looking at this soon. Let's see. Where is it? That's a dope image. That's a dope image. That's a dope. I'm just kidding. I actually don't know. But there is this. There was this image circling around with the gang all together, and people were saying how big City Sissoko has gotten. Julian posted pics of City and the Spurs, I think. Oh, okay. Is it on Instagram? It must be on Instagram. Let's see. Yes? Okay. That's what we'll look up then. Julian. Here we go. let's see here. There it is. Okay, this is the full image. Okay. All right, this is the full image. Unfortunately, I can't make it any bigger. But you can see here, there's City Sissoko right there. And people are like, oh, he got so much bigger. I don't think he got that much bigger. He was already that big, right? I think it's just the fact that they worked out. I don't know. City always been big. Just post-workout swole. Let me see. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't think it's, I think people blowing it up just a little bit. But we'll see. We'll see. Once we see him in person, everything, we'll know. I think that's what I'm like most looking forward to, is actually going to see Wemby in person. It's one thing to see him on TV. It's going to be a whole nother beast to actually see this kid walking on the court. I'll definitely be at the Grizzlies one. And luckily, if I'm lucky, your boy Ja will be there. So he'll actually be playing. City strong is F though. He is strong. Ruru, where'd you get this Spurs Jam hat from? Oh god, I had it sent to me. Oh, I feel bad. I honestly don't know. If anyone in the comments knows, let me know and I can find them on Instagram. They sent it to me a while ago. I can't remember. It's a nice hat. Yeah, if anybody remembers or you know, you can let me know. He looks the same, maybe lost some fat. Who's City? Spurs Hats and Company. No. I feel like it starts with an M. Who sent it to me? Our guys look hella in shape. Yeah. It's nice seeing Serge Ibaka there. This is going to be a real... You know, the more I think about this team, the more I realize this is a really good team. I'm starting to believe that we're one player away, which might be a little too optimistic. But I do. I believe that the Spurs are literally one player away. But I truly do believe that, chat. I think we're one player away. The more I look at this team and I look at this roster, I'm like, maybe we do just need that one player that's a star next to Wemby. And with how things are going, we're not really going to have to worry about super teams in the future. The best super team a team can do right now is whatever the Suns are trying. But I'm not really worried about a team like that in the future, right? I don't think that team can win a championship. So I don't know. I'm just not that really worried about super teams. It seems like not only is the league overall going to be more fun to watch, but it specifically helps that new player agreement really helps Spurs, small market teams. And we're so smart with the players that we get. Like we could very well create a new dynasty. But I'm sorry, that's off topic of what I want to talk about. So look at this. We're going to watch this together. So they have Wemby working out. We got some footage. Not actually working out, but this is in French. Hold on. I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah, so let's take a look at this. It's only 35 seconds. But Wemby is going at it in practice. And let's see if anything stands out to us. Another thing too, I mentioned this earlier in the stream, but I find it so funny that you can tell when this was recorded based on Wemby's hair alone. So if the fro is out, that was probably a couple months ago. If it's cut, we know that it was more than 2 weeks ago. Yeah, if it's cut without the dye, I don't know. All right, let's take a look. Let's see. Oh my God, no music. First off, let me put it on my headphones so we don't. There we go. All right. I find it very... That was a weird cut. Did I just see RC Buford? Dude, am I having a fever dream right now? Did I just see RC Buford? Did RC Buford just flick on the screen, or is that just in my mind? Am I losing it? RC jump scare? No, I'm a real talk. Was it? What is that? Oh my God. Oh my God. RC Buford is so scary looking, bro. I love RC, but he is scary. He is terrifying. He is terrifying. He also doesn't have any type of expression. Do you remember when he got his DWI? Was it DWI or DUI? I don't know. But you guys remember that? His mugshot? We're going to look at his mugshot after this. He has no expression, bro. He's so scary. He's so creepy. If it came out that RC Buford was a serial killer, would anybody be surprised? Like we would be. I think at first everybody would be like, "What? RC?" And then we'd be like, "Yeah, I can kind of see it." I mean, good God, what is that? What the heck? Did he edit this video? Okay, I'm sorry. Play. Ugh. What is that? All right, form looking nice. Okay, that was another cut. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Is Keldon saying something? Let's listen. Sorry. I didn't realize it was any like voice stuff. Nope, he didn't say anything. Not worth it. And he's just practicing free throws. I find it so funny that they slowed it down, this dunk right here, and the angle makes it seem like he's flying through the air, but really he jumped like an inch. I just find that funny. I wish we could have saw more, but I guess it was nice seeing Keldon show some leadership. Was that City Sissoko? I couldn't tell. Nice. Well, we know our guys are getting to work. I wonder if Blake, I always, and it's my fault, kind of. Wait, it's acting up. It's kind of my fault, but I also, no, I always kind of forget to bring up Blake Wesley when we talk about who could be our potential point guard for the future. I always forget to bring him up. Because quite frankly, I just don't know if that's actually going to be the case when it's all said and done, you know? Like, I could very well see him being like the sixth man of this team or whatnot. Also, very strange how the chat is coming up on the right side of my screen, but like on the actual screen, it looks like nobody is typing anything. Very strange. But let me read some of it. He has no lips. Yeah, he's very scary. All right, let's look at, no, look. I know some people haven't seen this. I'm pulling a Malika Andrews right now, all right? Bringing up someone's dirty laundry. Here we go. Look at his face, dude. Look at his face. Even when he's scared and disappointed in himself, he still kind of looks the same. Hold on, let's go a little further. Hold on. I'm gonna do a challenge, all right? Here's a challenge. All right. Picture a man that's just been arrested for like a DUI or whatever, okay? You're terrified, you're gonna go to prison. Okay, listen. Which one is the mugshot? Is it this one? Oh, sorry. Or this one? You can't tell, can you? You can't tell. You can't tell which one's the mugshot. It's the same picture. RC Buford is terrifying. He is so scary looking. He is a scary man. He is a scary man. That face says, please don't check my truck, officer. Exactly. This face says, what seems to be the officer problem? I don't know. Clan, I need you to do as I say right now. What did you say, Aaliyah? Oh, Clan, stop. I refuse. I refuse to stop. Just got my tickets to San Antonio to the Raptors game. Tickets are expensive now due to Wemby fever. Yeah. I'll probably get mine pretty early. Maybe at the end of this month. I want to get the ones from January, but we'll see. Rookie stats for Wemby this season. I mean, that can be a segment. I don't know. I have to think about it. Don't let Buford catch you. Buford's terrifying. Let me look something up. Victor. French League stats. All right. So the question is, what will be Wemby's stats this upcoming season? I have no idea, but I'm going to go ahead and try my best to speculate. So as we can see here, looking at his international stats, last season, he averaged 21.6 points per game, blocks, 3 blocks per game, steals, 0.7 assists, assists, 2.4 assists per game, steals, 0.7 steals per game. Free throw percent. Oh my goodness, I didn't realize how high Wemby's free throw percentage is. So this bad and poor 3-point shooting percentage, we might not really have to worry about it that much, because usually you can look at the free throw percentage and know that the player is going to be a really good shooter. I think that's why a lot of scouts didn't really care either. Let's see. Field goal percentage, 47. Okay, and he averaged 32. Now let's go to even tougher stats. Let's go to the tournament. Oh, wait a minute. No, that doesn't work. Hold on. Wait, which one would... Oh, gosh, I get so confused with how this works. I don't know. No, that's per... Oh, my God. I have no idea how this works. 2021... Gosh, hold on. Let's do it like this. Victor... All right. Okay, we knew about that. So here are his playoff stats. So 10 games played, and he averaged 17.3 points per game, 9.2 rebounds per game, 2.7 assists per game, and 2.7 blocks per game, and 1 steal per game. And that's a huge difference from going from 0.7 steals up to 1. Wait, no, that wasn't what I was looking at. Was it the... Oh, I read it wrong. Sorry. No, that's not that big of a jump. I was looking at his assist column. Never mind. Yeah. No, that's actually really good, I think. So now it's just a matter of what do you think he'll do in the NBA? Well, do I think he'll average 21.6? I think he very well could average about 20 points per game. But also, the main reason why I would say that is because I think of Wemby when he went against Scoot. So let's go to the G League Ignite stats, because I'm trying to be fair here, okay? Because obviously this is a G League game, but there was a lot of pressure coming into it. So Victor poured in 37 points on 11 made 3-pointers to go along with 5 blocks in the first of the 2 preseason games against G League Ignite. And it was a lot of pressure, and it was the first time that a lot of fans over here actually got to watch him play. And he tacked on almost 40 points. So I'm just going to go somewhere in between there and say that I think that he'll average possibly about 22, 23 points per game. But the thing is about Wemby is like he doesn't have to have the ball in his hands to be stupidly effective, right? Like if the Spurs asked him to be more of a assist guy, he's more than happy to do that. He doesn't really care whether or not he scores. And I think that that's one thing that is going to hurt his points per game stats. But if I just put my money on it, I think that any given night, almost without trying, he can give you about 10 to 12 points. Like I think easily he could probably do that in the NBA. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and say, you know, with a little bit of effort, he's going to have to put the team on his back on some occasions. I think he could very well average about 22 points per game. I'm a roll with that. I think I'll say that with some confidence, because in the French, and we talked about this plenty of time, but the French league, the rules are just so much different. It's harder to score, and he's gonna have so much open space to do what he wants in the NBA, and I think it just helps him so much. They're not gonna really be able to touch him either, you know. So yeah, I don't know. Those are my thoughts on it. I think at the end of the day, he could average about 22 points. As far as rebounds, I think he gets about 7 or 8 in his sleep. So I'm just gonna go with 7. Let's go with 7 rebounds. I'll go with 7 rebounds per game. Probably be more, but yeah, whatever. If he works on his strength, like I said, I think he should. Like I'm the end all be all of everything Wemby. I think he can get up to 10, but I'm not sure about that. Assists, I believe his assist numbers might be around 3. I can see that. Blocks, I think that's the one that's going to shock a lot of people. I think he can average about 2 blocks per game, 2 to 2.5 blocks per game. Steals, I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure on steals. I won't even speculate on that. I have no idea. But yeah, I think I'm going with that. If we're speculating, I think I'm gonna go with that. Just based on everything I've seen, how he was able to put up quite a bit points in the French league, which was super physical and not really tailored to his game. What he was able to do in his first couple showings with the NBA rules, the second game in particular after the first summer league game, how he just went off. And I think he's capable of doing that once he's actually playing in the NBA, gets a little bit more comfortable. But yeah. Mixed Boy said 22 and 7 is bold. I think more close to 16, 15 points, but we will see. Yeah, I know 22 is bold. I mean, it's really bold. I get it, especially for a rookie. I know. It's just that I feel like that 10, 12 range of points, he can get that like in his sleep. He's just hovering above so many other people. I mean, I don't know. That's a couple putbacks right there. That's a few putbacks right there. He's already at 6 or 8. I just think he can get to 10 to 12 pretty easily. But the thing is too, in order to average 22 points, you're going to have a few games where it's 80 games in a season. You're going to have quite a few games where you're scoring 30 something points. So I know it's bold. It's really bold. The one and only says 20, 10, and 4 with 2 blocks. Ooh, 4 is quite a few assists. But that ain't bad. Clan, I passed my NCE. Congratulations, man. That's what I'm talking about. Good job. I still got to take mine. Fasale already wasn't fond of drafting the dude. He won't give up shot attempts. Yeah, that's not true. That's not true. He was tired of people talking about it on a live stream, and he just like made a quick like little joke like, hey man, stop talking about this Wemby dude. He wasn't upset that they drafted Wemby. He wanted Wemby. When we have Wemby available, he wants to play with Wemby. Let's not be silly. And it helps his career. These guys know that. They know that it helps their career. Yeah, I don't know. No, that's not fair. Hold on. We're gonna talk about that, because that is something that you're not the only person that mentioned this before. Oh gosh. Chat, it happened again. It happened again. I went to YouTube in order to find this Devin Vassell clip that we're talking about on whether or not he's upset that we have Victor. And it's literally my video 9 months ago. So the only way I can find this right now is through my own video. Okay, this is... Shut up, Clan. Hold on. The lighting's really good. I need to get back to that lighting. What the heck am I doing now? Look at this lighting. Gosh, my content's going downhill. All right, let's skip to the video. Let's listen. Who said they've been tripping? Hold on, let's rewind all the way.
Yeah, y'all gonna stop coming in my live talking about this Victor dude, bro.
They've been tripping on y'all.
Y'all gonna get off my page with that too.
Tripping on everybody's dad.
We hooping this year. Y'all gonna see.
Yeah, so I remember this. I remember this. And the thing about it is, like, Mixed Boy in the chat, because I'm like directly addressing you. I don't think that he has an issue with Wemby whatsoever. This was just a one-off joke. It wasn't that big of a deal. It was just something that was a funny moment, and he was just tired of people constantly bringing it up because we had no idea if we were going to get Wemby or not. And he was frustrated because he's like, dude, let us play. Obviously, it aged stupid poorly. We were not hooping that year. But yeah, I mean, I understand, you know, where he was coming from with that. But I never got from that he didn't want Wemby. And the idea that he's not going to allow Wemby to shoot. Is that what you said? Hold on. You said Vassell already wasn't fond of drafting this dude. He won't give up shot attempts. Malachi is trying to make his name too. But that's just not how the San Antonio Spurs work. That's not how they function. First and foremost, if Devin Vassell gets more shots off than Wemby, that's totally fine. But I promise you it's due by design. I promise you that Wemby is okay with it. Wemby went with that as well because he's about winning first and foremost. And when it comes to Devin Vassell, I mean, let's be honest. Like, Devin Vassell, his greatest attribute, the best thing that he can do is shoot. He is a scorer. That's what he is. I think he's a pretty good passer as well. I think he's a very underrated passer, but that's what he does. And as far as defense, he's really good as far as attacking the lanes and everything like that. But overall, overwhelmingly, that's what he is. He is a scorer. What is Wemby? Wemby's a lot of different things. Like Wemby can pass the ball at a very high level. Wemby can play phenomenal defense on guards even. Like he's just on a whole nother level. So he can affect the game in so many different ways. And he's going to affect the game in whatever helps the team win, whatever they need at that moment. But I do believe that he'll take quite a few shots. I mean, he's Wemby. Why not take advantage of that? I mean, almost every matchup he's going to have is a mismatch. I mean, who isn't a mismatch versus Wemby, really? I mean, if we really think about it, like almost every person you put up against him is going to be a mismatch. I don't know. Aaliyah says Wemby don't care about scoring points as long as his team wins. He's always been about that. Mixed Boy said, I'm saying he won't get enough shot attempts to get to 20 points. Vassell, Keldon, and Malachi have to eat too. So does Sohan. I think he can get to 20 points per game. I mean, I think I think he can still get to 20 points per game. First off, in this NBA, you're not really going to be able to touch him. He's already superstar status in the NBA. He plays fairly tough. And there's really no way of guarding him, and oftentimes no way of guarding him without fouling. So I think he'll be at the line quite often as well. I think he can get to 20. I feel like he gets 10 or 12 in his sleep. And everything after that is pure effort. I think he can get to 20. Yeah, he's got 10 to 15 a game just off of putbacks and easy dump offs. That's how I view it. So I don't necessarily think he's going to have to take all these touches away from all of his teammates in order to get to 20 plus points. He affects the game in so many different ways. He'll get the ball in the hoop, not just from hezzy ISOs. He's not going to score the most on the team. He's not that good yet, but I do think Wemby will get the most scoring off putbacks and getting fouled. Yeah. I'm about to be really controversial. I'm about to be super well, maybe, I don't know. Wemby's the best player on the team right now. Okay? Hands down. He's the best player on the team right now. Day one. As a rookie, he's the best player on the team. No one's better than Wemby on this team. Nobody. I don't care about the years that they have in the league. I don't care about the experience they have. No one on this team is better than Wembanyama. And I think that that's going to be shown maybe within the first couple weeks. No one's as good as him. Keldon's not better than Wemby. Devin Vassell is not better than Wemby. I love Jeremy. Jeremy Sohan is not better than Wemby. No one on this team is better than Wembanyama. Can we say that? Are you crazy? Wemby is not the best. He cannot create his shot yet. Mixed boy. When was the last time you watched? Have you watched Wemby play? What do you mean he can't create his own shot? Are you trolling? We disagree a lot. You got to be trolling. Are you trolling? No, he's not a Rockets fan. Mixed boy been here a while. But are you trolling with me right now? You're joking. That's like his thing. Like creating his own shot is his thing. Like that's what he. Okay, like Draymond said, you will see. I think you're completely taking what Draymond said out of context. Draymond was in awe by him. Like when Draymond was talking to Paul George, he was in awe by him. Just ignore he's no, but Mixed. I don't know if he's trolling or not, because Mixed Boy, we disagree like all the time. You gotta be trolling. Are you trolling, Mixed Boy? Be honest. Come on out. Tell us the truth. Yeah, that's a good point too, Aaliyah. Why are you listening to Draymond? But seriously, like, come on. Day one, he's the best player on the team. Like, it's not even. That shouldn't even be a discussion. Okay, he's not trolling. I guess we will have to see, but I'm not trolling. It's whatever. Malachi or Keldon are clearly the best shot creators and best players on the team. You think that Keldon, dude? What does Keldon do better than Wembanyama? Keldon, I'm not trying to trash Keldon, okay? But Keldon is, I think by definition, a role player. He also doesn't create his own shot that well. Like he muscles into the paint, which creates some space, but he doesn't really create his own. He doesn't have a lot of creativity to create his own shot. Malachi Branham, he's really good only because he doesn't need that much space. But as far as like how much space he creates between him and a defender, it's not a ton, but he doesn't really need it, so it's open for him. But there's nothing that those two do better than Wemby. Better shooting touch, better handling. You think Keldon Johnson is a better ball handler than Wemby? And shooting touch. I don't know why you think Wemby doesn't have great shooting touch. Better at getting to the basket than Wemby? Better at creating space than Wemby? Wemby's 7'3". He doesn't have to have like 12 feet of space to get his shot off. That's what I was saying with Malachi. Malachi doesn't need much. That's open for him. But Wemby, almost every shot, he's creating space. He has more in his offensive bag than Keldon as well. So are you really saying? Hold on. So okay. So let's say let's say Keldon, because Keldon got better since his rookie year, but let's say Keldon, as good as he is right now, and he was coming into the league as a rookie, with the first overall pick, you would have took Keldon over Wemby? Like where Keldon is right now, in the first overall pick, you would have chose Keldon Johnson over Wembanyama. I really want to see this answer. That's insane, because stats show Wemby is not a good shooting touch on jumpers. Dude, Wemby has a great shooting touch around the basket, jumpers, everything. It's yeah, his consistency isn't great, but Keldon's consistency sucks. So like, I'm trying to compare him to Keldon. That's what I'm doing right now, because you said Keldon is better. I don't even want to worry about Malachi. Like, that's obviously not true. But the Keldon one really is bothering me. Does Wemby have a better bag than Keldon? Yes. Is he better now? No. What? Come on, bro. No. I'm just talking best at creating offense right now this season. But you're saying he's... I don't think Keldon is as great as creating offense as you think he is. That's my thing. Especially compared to Wemby. Right now, day one, Wemby is better than Keldon. I don't need all this, well, he's good at this, and, well, the experience. I don't care about that. Wemby is the best player on this team, easily, hands down. I don't care. There's speculation on whether or not Keldon's going to come off the bench. There's no speculation on whether or not Wemby will. Everyone knows Wemby's going to start. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, that's just what's confusing me. It's like, even Keldon right now, I wouldn't take him over Wemby in the draft, because I think Wemby's better. But I think Wemby's better right now. Wemby to the G League? Exactly. Yeah, you send Wemby to the G League. We don't want him to take over Keldon's minutes. Let's put him in the G League. If he can bully defenders as easily as Keldon does, I will change my mind. Keldon finishes against 3 defenders the paint. My opinion is, I don't think Keldon is a very efficient scorer. The way that he gets his points, I don't think that is an efficient way or a sustainable way to put a team on your back. Wemby, on the other hand, he has so many different things in his bag, and I think that he's far superior than Keldon. And once the season starts, I think Keldon is going to really benefit from Wemby, like a lot, because of the type of player he is. But I don't think it's the other way around. I don't think Wemby benefits from Keldon as much as Keldon would benefit from having Wemby. Wemby's just better. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not trying to disrespect Keldon. It's just we're comparing him to Wemby here. You know, we're comparing him to one of the most hyped players since LeBron James, the most hyped player since LeBron James. I'm saying this because you guys truly believe Victor has the shooting touch that he will just scoring all these jumpers. It won't happen. I'm not the only person with this opinion. Nick Wright on Fox Sports had the exact same opinion. Bro, stop. Don't stop watching ESPN and stop listening to Draymond Green. Seriously. Don't listen to ESPN, don't listen to Fox Sports, and don't listen to Draymond. But even your Draymond quote was taken out of context. So I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know. I'm gonna lay off of you though. I love you, mixed boy. I really do. I really do love you. Thank you for the love you show the channel, man. But that's just another one we're gonna disagree on. We disagree often, and that one I'm just you on another planet, my boy. You are on another planet. Let's see. I had an opinion before him actually, but it's not really based off what he said. Victor is not statistically a reliable jump shooter. Stats are stats, dude. Stats are stats. Keldon is a terrible jump shooter. or he's an inconsistent jump shooter. And I think he's going to benefit from Wemby, and I think he'll be more consistent. But his jump shooting is awful. Oh boy. And shooting touch isn't just 3-point shots, but whatever. I'm gonna leave it at that. We'll leave it at that right now. Come on, man. Oh man. Aaliyah says eye test is more important than paper stats. I think they're both important. I think they're both important. But you got to also take in mind, like, if this will be more of an eye test. Well, no, you can find statistics on this as well. But like, one thing that is a eye test is you see how much gravity Wemby has when he's on the court. He's just so much better than Keldon. The amount of attention that he brings, he gets people open. Without having the ball in his hands. That's everyone talks about like Steph Curry and how great Steph Curry is as far as a 3-point shooter and everything. He's the greatest 3-point shooter of all time. But he has so much gravity. Like so much gravity. He creates offense just by being on the court alone. And that's what makes Wemby scary. That's what makes Wemby great. I wonder if we can find anything on this. All right. All right, so I know comparing Wemby to Steph is quite insane, but check this article out, okay? We won't go through like every single specific thing on there, but I do find it interesting, and I won't be able to really show the clips either because, you know, copyright. But this article, I remember reading this. So this is the map of Victor Wembanyama rim protection. So this is before Spurs even got their hands on our boy. So let's take a look at this, okay? So they just talk about how much impact he has on the defensive end. So they talk about block radius. Let's see. Let's start with the obvious. Victor 7'4". I mean, reported 7'3", 7'5" with shoes, but who knows? And they talk about his block radius, which is absolutely ridiculous. The amount of room that he can navigate in order to block a shot is insane. They talk about that. It's transition defense, shot blocking accuracy. I thought that this was interesting. So Wemby blocked 1.47 shots for every personal foul he committed so far this season, which is an incredible ratio for a rim protector. Absolutely insane. Moving on, timing and patience. This is where he reminds me a little bit of Tim Duncan. Besides his length and accuracy, Wemby offers yet another positive aspect in his shot blocking profile, which is his timing. Wemby doesn't chase blocks. He simply waits patiently and stays ready for the opportunity to block a shot to materialize near him. I think that one player in particular that's really going to benefit from watching Wemby defensively is actually Don Barlow, because I think that that's one thing that he struggled with quite a bit last season. Is he just gets a little too antsy with trying to get blocks. I think having Wemby and someone that's patient around him and going head to head with him is gonna help him quite a bit when they get to go head to head. Yes, see, Wemby realized the size and length advantage that he possessed over an overwhelmingly majority of opponents, which allows him to be patient and wait for shooters to start their upfront up force before he starts his own up force. Okay, that's brilliant. Another thing too is one thing we noticed is that he baits people into 3-point shots, and as soon as they bring it up, he's knocking it out of there. Absolutely ridiculous. But yeah, they talk about his quickness. We know how fast he is. They talk about his high center of gravity. That's what I care about. This is what I'm talking about. So when I say that he reminds me of Steph, that's what I'm talking about. Because one thing about Steph Curry that no one ever brings up, and I know I said it like a few minutes ago, but people never bring this up, is his level of gravity. You know, we see all of the stats, or not this, well, no, we see the stats, but we see all of the highlights. We see the ESPN top 10s of Steph shooting a mid-range shot, or not mid-range, I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, I'm all over the place. Mid-court shot, turning around, you know, getting cocky, you know, dancing. It's fun. It's fun. He's a killer. He's nasty. But what really makes him special is that when he doesn't have the ball in his hands, he's still scary. Like when the ball is not in Steph Curry's hands, he is creating for his offense. That's what makes him incredible. There's so many people that have to focus on him that he opens up everything. As soon as he steps on the court, he just has to be on the court, and he has that level of gravity. And I feel like Wemby, he has that too. At this young of an age, he got it right now. He got it on both ends of the court. He changes everything just by the virtue of being on the court. If you guys even recall the two, and that's only two, I know, but the two Summer League games that Wemby played, everything changes when he's on the court. Everything changes. People are afraid to score around him. One thing I noticed was Shaedon Sharpe. He is stupid athletic, right? He didn't try Wemby once, not once. Every time he got the ball and Wemby was in the paint, he immediately passed it out. Same thing with when he went against Brandon Miller. He blocked that one Brandon Miller 3-point shot. He didn't try him again. And it happened again in the second game. I can't remember who did he block in the second game. You guys probably remember. But he blocked another player in the second game from 3, and it happened once again. They said, screw it. He did not try Wemby again. And that's what makes him special, is that level of gravity that he has. That's why I'm saying he's just so much better than anybody else on our team right now. It's ridiculous. And there's going to be games where we sit back and we're like, oh man, oh boy, Keldon and Devin Vassell, they just made a huge leap, which is probably true. They probably did make a leap, but I guarantee you it's going to be because Wemby's on the court. They're going to look so much better because Wemby's on the court. And he's already like totally fine with passing up the ball, but he just brings so much attention to himself offensively as well. We've seen it offensively. So he just really reminds me of some of the great players in the league, and specifically Steph. Maybe not the same level of gravity offensively as Steph, but on the defensive end, you can see he has the same type of impact, level of impact as Curry does on the offensive end, if that makes sense. He's incredible. He's incredible. Just him being on the court. And every game that I've seen of him, by the way, I'm talking French League as well. Every single game, the beginning of those series, they would try him defensively. They would try him. And then he would make a crazy block, or he would contest a plethora of shots, and then they would just give up. They were like, okay, we got to play around this guy. I mean, even Jerry West brought it up, right? Where he's just going to mess up offenses. I think that's exactly what he said, that he's going to mess up offenses. Mixed Boy says, I agree, no doubt. He's more valuable and has more gravity, but that doesn't mean the defense will allow him to score on them easy. I know is better at attacking multiple defenders than Wemby for sure. I'm just saying overall, when we say like how great of a player he is, that's how great he is. It's not just on the offensive side of the ball. That's what makes him scary. Defense turns into offense, you know? It turns into offense. I mean, it turns into easy points. And we have some pretty quick guys on this team. If I recall correctly, the Spurs were one of the top paced teams in the league, right? We're one of the highest paced teams, or quickest teams in the NBA last season. I'll have to look it up real quick. Teams 2023. I could be wrong, but I think we were. Yeah, San Antonio Spurs had the fastest pace by a team in 2022-2023. Yeah. So with that in mind, his defense is really going to help this team. We have a pretty quick team. You got me? His defense is actually insane for his size. It absolutely is. He's not just, that's the thing, he's not just serviceable. Like a lot of big men that are really good defensively and you put them on a guard, they're serviceable, right? If they have to be switched on a guard, maybe 2 to 3 times a game, they can maybe hold their own. Wemby isn't like that. Like Wemby is quick on his feet. He can guard you straight up. And if by some miracle the guard does get past Wemby can block it. Like he covers so much ground and he's so quick, he could just block you from behind. Like he's incredible. So yeah, it's like yeah, he can literally guard 1 through 5. He's similar to Sohan in that they both can guard 1 through 5. Now I would much rather Wemby guard 3 through 5. Obviously, I think City Sissoko's more serviceable 3 through 5, but he can guard 1 through 5. I wouldn't bat an eye if Pop had Wemby playing against Dame, and guarding Dame in the fourth quarter or something. I would not be shocked. They have Wemby listed as a power forward. Well, he is a power forward, so he should run power forward. I remember the streams you had talking about us getting Wemby or Scoot. Good times. Yeah. Now you need to stop. What did I say? What did I say that was out of line? That he can guard 1 through 5? That's like absolutely true. Which part? He can guard 1 through 5. He's scary. He's scary. Like when they say he's an alien, he literally is, dude. Guarding Dame, he's not guarding any shifty guards. He can guard Dame. I mean, I'm not saying he's gonna lock down Dame or nothing, but he can guard Dame. And my point is, even if Dame does get past Wemby, I mean, dude, look, you need so much space. Wemby's so long and so quick, and you need so much space to get a shot off. That's my point. It's tough. I'm not saying Dame goes against the Spurs and not still put up like 40, 50. He's Dame. He's Damian Lillard. But I'm just saying, like, Wemby isn't like, it's not like he's going to be getting turned around on guards all the time. That is not. He can guard guards. Like, he's a really good player who can guard guards. And I'm sorry, seeing how Wemby plays versus like Jeremy Sohan defensively, I've seen Jeremy Sohan guard shifty guards and do just well. And Sohan is not as quick as Wemby is. So I don't have any point in thinking he wouldn't be able to. Yeah, okay, that's a good point. Gregor says he will guard a guard the same way a small player would. Average size players still get cooked by Dame. Wemby, the only player expected to lock up both Dame and Shaq at the same time. I guess my whole thing is, I don't think at his size, I don't think there's anybody that's going to be able to guard a Damian Lillard as well as Sohan will be able to. If he gets cooked, he would get just as cooked as anybody would get cooked. That's going to happen. That's bound to happen. I mean, as great of a defender as Kawhi Leonard is and was with the Spurs, he got cooked sometimes. It happens. But Wemby is so special that even when he gets beat, you don't have an open shot. Even if he gets beat, his length makes up for it. That's what makes him scary. So if someone cross him over, he recovers pretty fast. His recovery time is absolutely ridiculous. You know what I'm saying. You get me. Some of you guys get me. I haven't seen Clan hype up a player like this since Primo. Dude, if we could have managed to keep Primo and he didn't do what he did, obviously, and and we still got Wemby, do you guys know how insane I will be acting? I will be losing my mind right now. I'll be losing it. I won't be able to handle it. The amount of joy that will be flowing through my body. Primo couldn't keep it in his pants. He definitely couldn't. Let's see. Mixed Boy, I don't think Mixed Boy hates. No, Mixed Boy doesn't hate Wemby. Mixed Boy we just disagree all the time. I think most of our disagreements come from Primo. That guy sucked. I don't think Wemby sucks. He's not the best on the team, season 1. I think he's the best on the team day 1. And Primo did not suck. Okay, let me see something. Give me 1 second. Okay, let me see something. God, this app being called X is so stupid. Oh, it's beyond dumb. It's beyond dumb. All right, let's see. Get lost in it. What game they're going to? This Dallas Mavericks game 1. Oh my God, nosebleeds to 225. Oh my gosh. The heck is Drake doing? Have any merch ideas, Clan? No, not right now. Also, I think I might have mentioned this already, but I'm going to be partnering with a company pretty soon. So that's pretty exciting, at least for the channel. It's pretty nice. God, that's scary. I'm sorry. This is random. Did bro slide under the truck? He slid under the truck? Did he? No, he didn't. There's no way. Oh my goodness, that's insane. That's insane. Nice, congrats. Yeah, man. It's gonna be pretty cool. Should be pretty nice for the channel. I can go ahead. All right, I'll tell you guys this, okay? I'll just tell you this. I don't think it has to be a secret. I'll tell you this. What I'm gonna do is, with this partner, I'm gonna be giving something away, and I'll let the chat give me some suggestions. But these are some of the things I was thinking about. All right, Max $400. Okay, that's my max. All right, that's how much is willing to be spent on that. $400. I was thinking we could do a Spurs ticket. Probably would have to be 2 tickets, right? Yeah, somebody said Spurs tickets. Yeah, it would have to be 2 tickets. Probably 2 tickets. Or a Wemby jersey. And I was thinking, I was like, should I do 2? Because I could do this. I could do a Wemby jersey and 1 ticket. Or I could do 2 tickets and that's it. But I'm trying to think, because if I do tickets, I want anybody. Now I want you to be able to go to whatever game you want. So I'm wondering, how would I do that? I guess I would just say 2 tickets. I'm giving away 2 tickets to any game of your choice. But I would need, I don't know, would that 2 tickets for sure? Okay, it has to be 2 tickets because there's no way I can just do 1 ticket. Get our contact info. But this is what would have to happen, okay? In order for you to enter, there would be a process. It's not like I just write your name down. I won't be able to do that. So the process would be, there's this specific app. There's a specific app, and it will be the people that I'm working with, in which I would need people to like go onto the app or the website, sign in, or like create an account using my code or whatever, and enter a contest. And those contests, it's like one of those over or under type deals. So the over and under, and I think you put in like $5 or something like that. So, you know, just do that, and then you hit me up and say, hey, I just did it, and then boom, you're entered in the contest. But I don't think that that's unfair. I think that that's fair, right? That's not too bad. That's pretty easy. Yeah, you would just enter that way. Yeah. And I mean, the 2, like, I guess I could just say it that way. Like, okay, I'm going to 2 tickets of your choice to any Spurs game for the season, basically. And when I talk to the person, you know, whoever wins, it's going to be like, okay, it got to be like $400 value. Like that's the max. It got to be $400. Because I can't just do 2 random. I can't just do 2 random tickets. Like to any game. I mean, what if somebody enters and they're living in, I don't know, New York or something? You know, they want to go see the Nets game. But I'll be doing that the first few weeks of the season. We'll do that. I'll probably be going live a lot, to be honest. I'll be going live a lot just to get as many people in as possible. Because I want to try to get as many as 100 people to sign up for it. But we'll see. And then I would just announce the winner on stream. Like, we'll do like the little spin wheel or whatever. But I think that's fair. Do you provide transportation? All right, now you're going too far, okay? Now, I'm not. No, you don't. No, I'm giving you 2 tickets. You can find a way to get there. All right, I'll give you 2 tickets, but you find a way to get there. If that's the case, then what I would have to do is 1 ticket and a plane ticket. I mean, I live in New York. I mean, you live in Europe. I guess if you don't have access to the game, you can still enter. And instead of a ticket, maybe I'll just do a jersey if you were to win. I don't know. I think that's too much information to throw at people and say, and if you live here, then you'll get this. No. It just needs to be 2 tickets of your choice. You can split it up. You can do 1 ticket to this game, 1 ticket to that game. I think that that's fair. But I will reiterate, once the person wins, I think that's the best way to do it, is that it's $400 value. And I think everyone would agree. I mean, no one would expect courtside seats. And I would definitely like say that if it was courtside seats. If Clan was a real one, he would give the winner a piggyback ride. I guess that's fair. Just kidding, man. Okay. All right, let's see. I'll leave in San Antonio. Just give them to the killer. It's easier that way. Got 2 tickets to Paradise. Unpack your bags and leave tonight. I think I'm definitely gonna do it that way though. Okay, so everyone agrees that 2 tickets is the best way to go about it, right? 2 tickets to any game of your choice. Just give it to Aaliyah, to be honest. I'm not cheating. I'm not gonna cheat on this. I'm gonna put everyone's name in there, and everyone's gonna have the same chance to win. And I'm even gonna do it live. I'm gonna do it straight up live, so no one thinks I chose it. Now I probably need to give people at least 3 weeks or so to enter. Clan, can you watch the Spurs docuseries of Wemby right now? What? Well, Aaliyah, I don't know about the docuseries on Wemby, but I do know about this. This is something I wanted to go over. Because I didn't know this, and I really want to see the context of this. So apparently Victor Wembanyama had something to say about Westbrook. This is 20 questions with the class of 2023. I have not seen this, and obviously by his hair, you know that this was at least a month and a half ago, probably. He had his hair cut for a while now, at least over a month ago. Let's see.
Hey, who was your favorite basketball player growing up?
I remember at some point I was a big fan of Westbrook, at OKC. But I had plenty, I didn't have like one big idol.
Yeah. Now you're gonna get to go up against him too.
Yeah.
Pretty.
I would not have guessed that. I would not have guessed that Westbrook was his top. I mean, we knew that Scoot Westbrook was his favorite. Like we knew that, and we can even tell from his playing style that Westbrook was his favorite. This also puts things in perspective, man, because while we talk trash about Westbrook often, I mean we all do. I mean even Sohan did it. Gosh, you kind of forget the amount of impact he had around the early 2010s. I mean, the amount of disrespect he gets today, it was not like that back then. It wasn't until, and it's of his own doing too, but it wasn't until like KD left, where he was taking too many like weird shots. And I think what really hurt his reputation is when he went against a rookie spider, Donovan Mitchell, and like tried to like outplay him, or like not outplay him. Obviously he wouldn't outplay him, but like outshoot him. And then he did the same thing with Dame. It's like, ugh. I think the Dame Lillard was like the nail on the coffin right there for people disrespecting him. So I won't go as far as to say like Westbrook doesn't deserve any of the hate. I don't believe that. But man, I think he does deserve a little bit more respect for the impact that he had. I had no idea he had an impact on Wemby like that. If there was a player that I would have guessed, maybe I would have thought maybe AD or maybe LeBron. I would have never guessed Westbrook.
Hey, who was your favorite basketball player growing up?
I remember at some point I was a big fan of Westbrook, at OKC. But I had plenty, I didn't have like one big idol.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he just recalls being a fan of Westbrook, but I guess he did have an impact on him. That's just weird. That's just weird. You also don't hear a lot of players coming into the league saying LeBron was their main guy. I wonder why is that? Maybe because the discourse around LeBron is so toxic. And it's been toxic for a while. You guys remember when people were saying like LeBron was better than Kobe in the midst, like while Kobe was winning championships, people were saying that? That was so toxic. That was so infuriating. He was literally winning championships. In the middle of it, people were saying LeBron was better than him. like he had just had like a crazy showing and then just won his next championship, and they're like, yeah, LeBron's better, so whatever. Who cares? Who cares about your little championship? Might be because Westbrook wants to do everything on the court. I suppose. Yo clan Britney is guilty. She could have easily arranged a private meeting with Wemby. She did that ish for publicity. Oh, it was obvious that that's what that was. It was very strange the way that she went about that. Very, very strange. Also, I mean, not to be like dirty about anything, but like that whole divorce that's going on, that dude talked a lot of trash too. Very weird, but just interesting. I had no idea that he cared for Westbrook like that. Pretty cool. The Ring of Rouse series. Okay. The Ring of the Tower. Okay. Spurs. Let me see. It's Ali, I can't stay on here. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Pat. This thing 28 minutes long. I wonder if this is gonna be copyrighted too. It probably wouldn't be.
Of shared values and shared partners.
I can't do this. Not right now. It's a great video, clan. I know. It's just I don't know if it's copyrighted. I'll probably have to do this off stream. I'm gonna make a note in my phone to try to get to it. I'll react and then I'll try to upload it and see what happens. Spurs Wemby documentary, so I don't forget. I believe you. Don't try to get on me before I get to the comments to let you know. I know, it's okay. It's the last video on the Spurs 50 series and highlights Wemby. I got it. Okay, I have a confession. I haven't watched any of these. I might have seen one of these. Let's see this docu-series. Oh wait, no, that's a lot. I saw the 2014 stuff. What else? I might have saw the Manu one. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm not crazy about documentary series that are done by the team. I feel like while it's interesting and fun or whatever to relive those moments, I just think that they don't necessarily go full into any type of controversy because it's coming directly from the team. It just comes across as not as authentic if a third party were to do it. They actually really good. Clan, stop it. Okay, I mean, I'm sure. I've seen, like I said, I've seen a few of these, and they were nice. It's just, I kind of like that. I like that authenticity, I want to hear about the Kawhi situation. None of these are going to talk about Kawhi like that. No, they're not going to do that. I want to hear about that. I want to talk about it. I'm going to binge it now that all the videos are released. I'm going to binge some 90 Day Fiance soon. I need to exercise, guys. I need to get off because I need to exercise and yeah. That's what I need to do. Let me see. Did I miss anything? That's a great prize. Oh, the 2 tickets. I just saw it. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do that then. I guess the 2 tickets will be smart. And tickets are so expensive that like, I'll just say, hey, $400 value. That's the max. What I could do? No, you know what I could do? Instead of me physically getting them the tickets, I'll say, like, obviously in the giveaways, I'll say, hey, you're getting 2 tickets, right? Like, because it is true. But I'll just do like a Ticketmaster. gift card deal, right? Don't Ticketmaster have gift cards? To check your ticket gift card balance. Yeah, I could just do that. I could do like a e-gift, and it goes up to 500. Boom, $400 right there. I could just gift it. I could just gift it. I just gift $400, and then you just use that to get the tickets, right? So I'll say 2 tickets of your choice, $400 value. Boom. I think that's how I should go about it. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm telling you guys, the partner is pretty dope. Are you partnering with anybody during the season? Watch parties or podcasts, debates? You know, I really need to do something like that. I really need to do something like that. I should start a pod, shouldn't I? Are there any successful San Antonio Spurs pods, though? Because I don't want to do it if it's like a waste of time. So there's Locked on Spurs. So how many monthly listeners do they get? Spurs Insider. Pounding the Rock. I know they're popular. At the Line. I went on the Spurs Way podcast before. Bro, there's no good San Antonio Spurs channels. You're the only one. On YouTube. I just don't know if I just don't know about the podcast game, man. I just don't know how worth it is. That's the only thing I'm worried about. And I'm not trying to make everything like everything has to be monetary, but like I'm like busy through the week, you know? Like I have a full-time job. So like when I get to this is fun. I enjoy it. But the thought of spending an extra hour or two on this, I don't know. Let me see. Podcasts. How do you get paid from Spotify? Oh, you add ads to it? So is it like YouTube? I know that there's another one that you can use, and then you can post that straight to Spotify. I don't know. I would need some convincing. I know I could do it, and then you guys would check it out. Like, I know that. It's just, would it be worth it? I mean, we do all this information here. Would it be worth it? I guess I could take time once a week and do this. It's just tough. It's just trying to balance out the reward, and I don't know. You should do a broadcast with a group of your fans and Spurs fans from YouTube, IG, Discord, and Twitter before season. I guess that would be a good idea. No. What I really need to do is a call-in. That's what I really need. I need to do some type of call-in show. Patreon members. I don't have The thing is, when I hit up Patreon members, it's not, I don't have enough Patreon members where people will hop on so quickly, you know? Like, I might post on Patreon and I get like 3 replies. Because people just aren't, they just want to support. They're not on Patreon actually like that. I do need to do a call-in show. I think a call-in show would actually be like really good. Really fun. Twitter, Discord. Oh! Yeah, you're talking about, oh, that's actually a pretty, it's a pretty decent idea. So you're talking about like jumping on Twitter and doing the whole, where is that thing? I know what you're talking about though. I know what you're saying. You hop on here, you have people in, and then you can let them in and everything. God, there'll be so many randoms though. I might rather have it on my Discord. So I feel like that I will control that a little bit better. Good ideas though. X spaces. So stupid. God, it's so stupid. No one calls it X. X is such a dumb name. What? Sam Eshkari claimed Britney Spears physically attacked him in his sleep and alleges she once gave him a black eye. Wow. Spurs say, man, this lady is crazy. Spurs organization and Wemby don't get enough credit for how they handled the situation. We didn't really do anything special with how we handled it. We just like let it be, right? Wemby won the war. I mean, I knew something was off anyway. They seemed kind of weird anyway. What is this? Latest TikTok trend?
That hurts. I'm on it though. Ow. That hurts. I'm on to crack it.
Oh no.
Go, crack it. Woo!
They look super young. Are these moms or are these like sisters? I don't know.
That hurts.
Are you okay?
No.
Ready?
Yeah.
Two?
This is stupid. What? I mean this kid, okay, so these kids, all right. Okay. I think there's a certain age where it's kind of okay. Okay? Like this kid, he might be old enough. This kid is definitely old enough, right? It's like, yeah, you know, they can take it on the head. But a lot of these kids, like soft heads. Why are you? What are we doing? How old are these kids? 4? What are we doing? That would obviously hurt them. And this looks like probably more so a sister. That's probably not her daughter, but I don't know. Who knows? This looks like this could be a sister too. Yeah, no. Some of these kids are just too young to be cracking eggs on their heads. That's just dumb. Doing it with kind of an older kid, I mean, they might find it funny, like, oh, mom, you rascal, you. But like, why are you doing it with little kids? That's just like this kid in particular. What are we doing? Look, she wasn't even strong enough to crack it on your own head. You had to help her. I mean, even a cracking an egg on my own forehead would hurt. Idiots cracking eggs on their children's foreheads. Saw this trend on Twitter. What the? Really? I mean, I won't go as far as like, I'm sure people are like, oh, this is child abuse. I won't go that far. I mean, this is one like small glimpse in all of the care and love they probably give their kids, but it's definitely irresponsible. I don't think it traumatizes anybody, this one instance, but like, it's a little dumb, especially this girl. How old is she? 2? How old is this girl? What are we doing? That's a little baby. So this is why people be having kids. I mean, if we're being honest, it is kind of hard to find a surface to crack eggs on. So. I mean, it's kind of hard, you know, when you're cooking. I struggle with that sometimes. I'm like, where do I crack this egg? Like, if I'm getting ready to crack an egg and cook it on the stove, it's like I don't want to crack the egg on the pan because it might go around the edge. You know, it might go on the edge on it and then get to the heat, and that's the whole thing. So if I did have a 1-year-old there, that would actually help a little bit. No ambiguity. You know exactly where to crack that egg. No, this is stupid. This is dumb. It's on the internet. You can't ever take that away. It's just dumb. It's just silly. Like, I don't like this right here. It's like, okay, these kind of some older kids or whatever. You know, they're all right. I think it's a fun. I think it's like a fun little thing with a kid if they're old enough, but not like an infant, bro. This is an infant. It's an infant. That's stupid. Don't do it with an infant. That's not fun. When has doing pranks on an infant ever been fun or funny? It's never been fun. Who saw this and was like, oh man, you're a hoot. Is it even really a trend though? I'm gonna double check right now. What is this called? I'm gonna go to TikTok and I'm gonna type in eggs. I don't know. Eggs cracking on kids. Okay, let's see. It's a trend. It's not being overblown at all. Yeah, this is. Oh boy. Yeah. Yeah. But quite a few people are doing it on older people though. Like I'm looking through it. No, there's a lot of kids in this. Yeah, guys, it's a trend. It's definitely a trend. Yeah, this isn't overblown at all. This compilation video, by the way, on TikTok got 8 million views. Yeah, people are definitely doing it, but there's quite a few people doing it with older people, like their husband and stuff too. Oh boy, it's just stupid. Mini concussions. They be like, why damage my parents when I can damage my kids? Exactly. They're so useful. What else are kids there for? They're there rent free. I mean, might as well make themselves useful, right? Do you expect the season Spurs can lead NBA in blocks, assists, rebounds, and assist turnover ratio this season or a few seasons? Assist turnover ratio, yes. And blocks, yes. I don't know about assists and rebound. I don't know about that. But I think assist turnover ratio and blocks we could. Well, that's something. This is something. Huh. Let's see what. There's quite a few thoughts on this. Let's see. As a mother, I would never intentionally cause any amount of needless physical pain. Never. Agreed. If they can't rely on their mother not to bully them, that's a pretty sad situation. See, this is what I'm saying. Like, this is why trends are dumb. Because this is like literally one snippet, you know? It's like one snippet into their lives. Like, they're cooking with their kids. This is probably one time they've ever done this. And off camera, I don't know if they're bullying their kids, you know? Like, but it looks bad. It does look bad. My dad used to do stuff like this to me all the time when I was a kid. We now look back fondly on the memories and laugh. And laugh. At the time, I would get mad at him for picking on me. But looking back, the stories are hilarious and it taught me not to be so soft. The ending saying it taught me not to be so soft. That's kind of strange. But I mean, that is true. Like, I would wrestle, like when I was a kid, like I would wrestle with my dad or whatever. Like, he wouldn't purposely try to hurt me or nothing, but like, you know, flip me over and, you know. So yeah, I mean, you can get a little rough with your kids, you know. As a Mexican, we're used to cracking eggs on our heads during Easter. Oh, well, there you go. This take is appreciated. I think most of us have something like this with dad with the intent to get TikTok likes. Change your remembrance of these moments with dad. It's one moment though, you know? Would she remember that one TikTok moment? I don't know. I mean, you filmed. Look, I know social media changed a lot, but we film things all the time, right? Like, your dad messing with you, your mom messing with you, picking on you, playing around. I mean, these things were on camcorders. But they do be hurting. Oh, man. Pretty cruel in most instances. Little ones aren't expecting a caregiver to be hurtful. I feel so bad for the kids. Don't put your kids on TikTok. Pathetic thirst for attention. What? I don't like it. Yeah, I don't know. For me, I just think it's kind of lame. I think it's okay, but like some of these kids are like 3, and that's not okay. Kids like 2 years old doing that, like that they can't even comprehend. So these kids can't even comprehend as a joke. Like this kid, she can't even comprehend as a joke. She doesn't even know it's a joke. You know what I mean? That's no, dude. She can't even comprehend it's a joke. The other kids, the little older kids, they know, you know, you jerk. Yeah, like these kids can't even tell it's a joke. What up, man? How you doing? You got the same PC case I got. Oh, really? Nice. Cool. All right, I'm getting off officially this time. I play around too much. I said I would like 80 minutes ago. I'm going now. All right, guys. I appreciate all of the love. If you want to support the channel, you know how to do it. Wait, I don't even know how to do it. Where is it? Here we go. Here it is. clanthemerchfan.com, link in the description. I really do appreciate all the love. And if you guys want to support in different ways, you can become a patron or YouTube member, only $2 a month. Or you can easily just subscribe or like this video in future videos. So, but yeah, I'll get with you guys later. I am going to upload the segments from this stream over the course of the next few days up till Monday. And I possibly will live stream on Monday. I don't know. I want to get more and more live streams in, but we'll see. I'll talk to you guys about it. We'll see. We'll figure something out. I did kind of enjoy just randomly going live today and not necessarily planning it out. I might just do more of that. Just random. I don't know. Planning it out always bites me in the butt. I don't know. Anyways, Deuces, guys. Deuces, deuces.